Cut. Fucking cut.
Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go purchase one. That's the problem.
This ain't for me. I was like,
the background is mom and dad was addicted to crack cocaine. Okay. Right?
All praises to the Most High. Hi, how are you? Welcome to another episode of the Doc Holliday Show, where we love to uplift black men, black woman, black teen, black child, black royalty. And today we are joined by another black royal, Miss Candice Latrice Williams. Miss Candice, how you doing, Miss Candice?
Hey there, Doc. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining the Doc Holliday Show. Now, first of all, Miss Candice, Queen Candice, as I like to call you. Now, I know a little bit about you, but just tell the people around the world about Miss Candice Williams.
Well, Miss Candice Williams is actually a little black girl from Brooklyn, New York. And Brooklyn, New York is actually where I founded Lock Into Your Heritage and born it and birthed it right there in Brooklyn, New York.
Now, tell us a little bit about Lock Into Your Heritage. I mean, I love it because I'm always I'm a proponent that I love our uniquely beautiful hair. But, as talking to you, it's more than just about the hair. Tell me about Lock Into Your Heritage and when that first idea first came into your head and what were you doing with it initially?
Well, when I first started Lock Into Your Heritage, it came from the community that I lived in Brooklyn. I was always, I love the arts. And I loved the theater. And I had friends who were in the arts and the theater, and they had natural hair. And I just loved and I just marveled at it and loved it. And eventually I had to go natural and lock my hair as well. And that's when the design was born, Lock Into Your Heritage. I saw my friends really embracing their culture and through their crown. And I said, wow. And I came up with this image, and it went from there. It went on television. It was on Living Single. It was on a Cosby, and it took on the definition of Lock Into Your Heritage. But moving forward now, it's just become my mission. It's my mission to promote healthy locks and healthy natural hair care, because I've had this hair down for over 20 years, and guess what? I figured it out. I figured out how to care for it really, really well. And now what I want to announce on your show actually is that I'm going to be doing seminars on how to promote and maintain and grow your natural locks. I've had mine healthy for 20 years now. There's something that I figured out early on about how to take care of this crown.
And I love that you call it a crown, because it is a crown. And my wife, Yatasha, listening, and my daughter, my Shauna Mackenzie, they're on their lock journey. And even my son, Marcus II. All of them got locks. I'm just the one that don't have locks. So when you get that seminar set up, please send me the info so they can sign up for it. Now, when you talk about Lock Into Your Heritage, it's a brand. It was on Living Single. Explain exactly what it is. T-shirts, books, lifestyle, beauty products. Explain exactly what Lock Into Your Heritage was and what it is now.
Actually, it started out just as you said. It was a brand, it was an image, and then it went from there. That brand and that image does appear in a poster because it's on television, but also it's wearable art, right? That's where the T-shirts come in, and gift bags and the magnets. All that's on my IG, Lock Into Your Heritage. You can find it there. But all these things help to self-promote the crown so that you can feel really good about it. But what I'm noticing is that more and more this generation is really embracing their natural hair and their lock hair. They are wearing the dopest cuts and colors and edgy looks. But I've got to come back to how well are they being educated on how to maintain and take care of it. And that's where Candice enters, Lock Into Your Heritage, stage right with those seminars. But my seminars are going to be, I'm telling you, $9.99 beginning early next year, $9.99, something everyone can afford to hear my story and really hear about what I did and how I figured out how to maintain healthy locks. I think everybody probably counts their locks. I have like maybe over 100 locks maybe, and they're 18 inches long. And I just want to be able to share. That's my give back to this community. How do you maintain your crown? It's beautiful the color, but how do you maintain it? People are a little afraid to go to the gym. They don't want to do that, but guess what? It's okay to go to the gym. That's really what helps to grow your hair. There's so much that I've learned about this crown and self-promotion that I just want to share with everyone. And Lock Into Your Heritage is taking on a whole new meaning now, beyond the poster.
Now, Candice, talking about locks and wearing locks and natural hair, talk about, I guess, the challenges, and I don't want to say the misconceptions and misperceptions, but the challenges that our women, men too, but especially our women face about straightening their hair. I don't want to wear the locks, the natural hair. It's not professional. I don't agree with that at all, because I think it's beautiful and I think it is professional. But what are the conversations you have with women who may want to go natural and want to wear locks, but society tells them, no, your hair needs to be straight and you might not want to do that? What do you tell the sisters who do that?
Well, I think in anything that you do, there's going to be challenges and barriers when it comes to the workplace. And one of the main things is good grooming and cleanliness. That's going to happen no matter what role and what job you have. How do you maintain your hair and your crown? Cleaning it often, keeping a style that's easy to keep and easy to clean, that doesn't appear, if it doesn't overtake you, so that people can have a conversation and concentrate on you and not so much your hair. It's about having your hair be who you are, not what you do. And that's the thing also that I'll talk about a little bit in my seminars as well. How to present yourself with your hair.
Now, talking about the locks, now, when little girl growing up in Brooklyn, tell me about your childhood, siblings, parents, just growing up, because did your parents stress wearing natural hair, being, comfortable in your beauty and your uniqueness, or is this something that you just got as you got older?
During that time, no, everybody was into the straightening comb, at that point. As I said, in the early 90s is really when people were trying to make that transition from, straight hair into the perm hair. And there was no information about us. Everyone was a little bit afraid. You really had to do trial and error. People were afraid that, as you said, what am I going to do in the workplace? No one's going to like me. How am I going to wash it? It's so different, from everything. But again, it comes to just embracing who you are. The journey is for real. You have to get used to your natural hair, what it's going to do. What does it feel like? Just getting used and comfortable with who you are and touching your own hair and seeing what it will do. All that's a journey. Also, too, when you start, for me, actually, when I started with my hair and it's growing out, really, it changes your personality because it starts off short. Maybe you have to wear more earrings. Maybe you have to, wear your makeup a little bit differently. As it grew out, I also had to say, well, maybe I shouldn't wear as many prints. So I started wearing more solid colors so my hair would pop out more. Everyone's journey is going to be a little bit different, but at the end of the day, I'm telling you, everyone's going to have a new personality, a new persona to match that new hair.
Now, Lock Into Your Heritage, that it went on a sabbatical, and you say now you're rebranding and you're bringing it up. I mean, why did you decide to go on this sabbatical, and why bring it back out now? Which I'm glad you're back doing it, because this needs to be promoted more.
Well, I went on a sabbatical, so I really just took time to focus on my college education and building more of a home style lifestyle for myself. Coming from New York, I'm now down here in Atlanta. Took me a minute to find my home, find some housing, find a new set of friends, find a dry cleaner. Just simple things. I had to get that and get resettled. And when I did, and I looked up, once again, like I said, you have this next generation doing some fabulous things with willingness to lock and really having freedom of expression through their hair. That's what I see. They're using their hair to have freedom of expression. Personality styles. It's a whole, hey, want to say maybe woke, maybe, just for, having your hair. So that time in between, I was developing Candice. And when I woke up, it was a new day. I was no longer a smaller group embracing the locks. It was a new, younger generation. And now I want to help them get there and feel even better about what they do.
Now, being I want to say a brand, which is what you are, but also trying to introduce a brand again. And Brent, being an entrepreneur, talk about some of the challenges even of just doing that and wanting to do that, especially doing this avenue, but just talk about some of the challenges that, brand professionals or brand models or brand owners, because everybody want to be a brand, but they don't really know how to go about being a brand or even sustaining their brand. Just talk about some of the challenges you faced and you have been facing as you, you started this and now as you're getting back out there.
Okay. I think the main thing you want to do is be sure of why you're doing it, and you have to own it. Like, I have a mission. I want to give back to the community on something that I love, something that I know that I do and can do well and share. Find that thing that you totally believe in and commit to. And once you do that, you can get that compelling story. You can engage others. And guess what? They'll want to hear you because they begin to feel what you're saying. So for me, that mission to help people promote and get that natural hair really to grow and be healthy, I'm in there. And also a compelling story, and talk to people. Find your niche. Find other people who really value what it is that you do, and then learn what else it is that they need to do. And once you learn that, you marry it up to your mission, and you grow it out from there. But you have to commit to what it is you do well, and what you totally and honestly believe in with your whole heart. And talk to other people, engage other people, and you'll begin to morph and evolve that idea into something that's truly of value to people. And guess what? It will boomerang back to you, and you'll feel good too.
Now, your locks look amazing. I mean, they look absolutely amazing. But I want to know, how is it when you're maneuvering through life, and just say you run into someone who they got locks, and they might be a little, I don't want to say dusty, but not unhealthy. You know what I mean? What do you? I mean, do you have to resist the urge to just want to be like, hey, can I? I mean, I can help you with that. How do you resist the urge to, tapping someone on the shoulder and be like, look, I can kind of help you with what you got going on right there?
Well, first thing I'm gonna say, how long have you had your locks? How long? Always want to engage people because that's what we have in common, right? How long have you had your locks? Interesting. Oh, I love your color. Oh, so tell me what it is. How often do you shampoo? Do you twist yourself? What did you do? And you engage them, and they'll begin to tell you about their story. Some people will feel good about it, and some people will feel shy about it. And then I'll say, let me tell you what it is that I do, some things that I've tried. And also let them know that these are things that I've figured out during a time where there were no books about how to do it. So I've got some really simple ways about how you can do it. It doesn't even cost a lot of money. But the thing is, let someone feel comfortable enough to share with you what they may or may not necessarily like about their own hair. And then from there, the door is open. And I can say, well, did you try this? Let me tell you something that I've tried. And I may even show a little something, but I will also share with you, I'm also in production right now, developing my own product.
Oh, wow. I love it.
So I really have figured out, and I got to tell you, it's not that hard to maintain. If people want to believe, it doesn't even cost as much money if people want to believe. Over 20 years, I figured it out. It can be done.
Now, if you got dusty locks, I mean, you got mad at me. That's because it must have hit you. Now, I ain't trying to talk about you, but I'm just saying. But and even with what you're promoting, I mean, because it's deeper than just locks. It's loving yourself, loving how you are, loving how your hair grows, loving how it flows. And as you say, it's a crown. I love it when our sisters wear that crown and they keep it up and it looks good and it's that natural crown. I be looking like my wife got them locks rolling. I was like, yeah. Ooh. I mean, I love it, just promoting that whole lifestyle. But you being a role model and you being someone that someone can look to, I'm pretty sure you carry yourself with all kinds of confidence and try to exude beauty. And they see you, then you have this knowledge. Because it sounds like to me, getting locks, growing it, and nurturing the locks, it's like a science to this.
There is a science to it. It has a commitment to it. You have to be able to take care of your hair. People think that it grows, it's natural, I don't have to do anything to it. I can stay out in the rain. I could stand in the rain and I will have a mini afro at the roots. Is that what I want? No. So you have to really be conscious of how do you want to maintain your hair from the roots to the tip. Some people think that it's easy, and I know people's locks who have broken from not being handled properly. But again, I figured it out. Mine hasn't thinned in 20 years. It hasn't broken. None of that. Lock into your heritage. Embrace your culture. Love yourself.
And how much of a difference? I'm sorry, Candice. I'm sorry. Go finish up. What were you saying, Candice?
No, I'm good. Difference of what? What you want to know?
Now, how much of a difference have you seen the embracing of the locks from the early 90s to now? Mm-hmm. Because it seems like not many were wearing it then. It's like, because I was born in 73, so they were like, oh, you must be from Jamaica. You got locks. You got Jamaica. That's just what we used to say. But now it's not like that. But I'm pretty sure you've seen the same difference, the transition and the evolution of, no, that's only what they do over there. Like, no, that's what we do over here now, and we're embracing it.
Yes, again, I think when it started back in the 90s, it was about a style to protect your hair for women, at least. That's really what it was about at that particular time. But now it's morphed into a style, an edge, a look, a persona, and it makes a statement of creative freedom and expression. That's why this group is now adding bold colors, to it as well. It is looking totally, incredibly fabulous, this group. So the difference, again, was then, I think back in the day, it was really more about, trying to maintain your hair. Now it's totally about how edgy can you look, how different can you look, and people are much more conscious now of their culture, and it's being demonstrated through hair.
I absolutely love it. Now, Queen Candice, how can people get in touch with you? I know you got your Instagram. Tell the people your Instagram so we can make sure Mr. Cassius McGowan with ISF Productions over there, he put it up there so they know how to get in touch with you. And also they can, follow you so when you start this seminar, you put this information out, they know how to sign up.
Yes, you can definitely follow me on my Instagram page, Lock Into Your Heritage. In about another few weeks, I'm going to be posting registration for the seminars. And again, it's going to be small groups initially. My background is in actually facilitation and presentations. This is nothing new to me. I know how to make it interactive and interesting, starting at $9.99. You can't beat it. And you're going to hear some pretty interesting things about how to take care of your hair and promote the growth from someone that experienced it all. Instagram, follow me, Lock Into Your Heritage.
Anything else you want to add, Queen Candice, before we get up out of here? Interesting conversation. I appreciate you joining us. But anything else you want to leave the people with other than them looking at them beautiful locks?
I just want to say, everybody, if you have locks, keep doing what you're doing. Keep representing. It looks beautiful out there. I love to see the locks. I love to see natural hair no matter what you do. And we as a people, we have to keep showing ourselves up. Keep being out there, keep being us, keep being proud of who we are and what we have, because not everybody can do.
Say no more, because the envy comes because you can't be us. But thank you, Miss Candice. That's going to do it for another episode of the Doc Holliday Show, where we love to uplift black men, black woman, black teen, black child, black royalty. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I am Al. Lock Into Your Heritage.
What you got?
Thank you, Candice. That was great.